MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And good Friday morning. It is Christmas Eve with Scotty Ray and Candace.
It is Christmas Eve.
And look at you remembering it was Christmas Eve and wearing your bright red shirt.
It's sparkly. I don't know if you can see my sparkles, but
I missed that. And mine's
It's
not
a
green at
little bit
all.
sparkly.
Nor is our special guest is green.
No, it's not. It's just bland.
Look at there. Chris Reed joins us this morning for a Christmas Eve special. Glad you're here.
Oh, it's good to be here. I love coming in and visiting with good folks.
Yes. If I'd have known you were coming, Chris, because I wasn't told, but it's been a nice surprise. I'd have brought some antlers for you to wear.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll wear them. I don't know if they'll fit my big anvil head, but I'll give it a try.
Well, look, we're going to put you on the spot, and you got an hour to come up with it a cappella. They tell me Chris actually does sing some gospel stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah,
And-
see, that's why you need to quit listening to hearsay. They said.
They keep telling me all these texts that Chris is a wonderful singer. So you're going to have to do us some form of a Christmas song before you can get out here. It's kind of like singing for your supper today. So you be
Interesting.
Be thinking over there of what you're going to do.
Yeah, I try to come up with something, especially with your IT and knowledge and stuff. Try to lip sync something.
Yeah, I guess you're looking at my monitor going, "Wow, that's crooked over there."
No, it's all good.
Everybody sits there and goes, "Hey, did you know?" And I just hadn't got around to it. I thought, well, we're going to build a new studio. What's the point?
Yeah.
Eventually, that will be straightened
See,
out.
there's another they said on a comment, Jeremy Barncastle. He doesn't know what he's talking
he
about.
says that he sings great. Look at that.
But he's,
I heard you had a good singing voice, Dave.
You reckon there's any truth to it? Now,
no, not me.
I heard, I don't know what charity, let me find this. I don't know what charity proceeds are going to, but I hear that there's a shirt for sale in the Meridian area. And this is the shirt that I think is going on sale pretty quick here. Let me throw this up on the screen where everybody can see
Am I
this.
fixing to be surprised?
Yeah, you're going to be surprised here.
Yeah.
This is a shirt that was sent to me last night and said, "Have you seen this new shirt that's out there?" And I said, "No, I hadn't, but this is it." There it is.
That is awesome.
The Chris Reed Christmas shirt.
Man, you know what? Do you know, keep it up, do you know that if you could add hair, you're good at cropping stuff, Scotty Ray, but if you could add hair and then I could color my goatee back dark, that I could be the lead singer for Journey. Don't Stop Believing.
Boy, was that a song.
That is awesome.
Every time that song comes on, I don't care who you are, you got to just hum along with it a little
Scary, but awesome.
bit. It is. So look for your shirt somewhere in a store near you soon. Don't stop believing.
That's
So
it.
is Chris Reed done with Christmas shopping?
Look, no, I'm not. I don't do that, but I always ask my boss, "Hey, what else do we have to do? What else do we have to get?" And there's always, every year, there's always a last minute thing. So we have to get something alive from a store here, from a pet store, and so we're never finished.
I hope you get a chicken like I've got.
Hey, I have 8 or 9 free range chickens that lay glorious eggs and glorious tasting eggs every day. I love them. Had them for years.
Yeah, they seem
They
to
are
tear.
a lot better than store-bought eggs, for
Yeah,
sure.
They, do. They float around here as well.
Jeremy, I'll buy that shirt.
There's a lot of people asking where to get the shirt.
Roy Ellis says he wants the shirt. Linda Culpepper wants the shirt. So somebody better
Hey, I
make
think they're on sale for 2 pennies, and if you buy one, you get 7 free. I think.
Now I know a man who knows a man who's going to put it together. So y'all be prepared for that. So you're thinking of your Christmas song that you're going to sing over there.
Who says I'm not?
What is your favorite? Is it upbeat? Is it slow? What is that favorite Christmas
No,
song of yours?
I'll tell you with me because I am stubborn. I'll just tell you I love Christmas music. I love slow Christmas songs, but I like Christmas songs that I guess make me or just reminds me of what it's really actually about, because you can see it all around us. We're in a society today, and we have been for the past 20, 30, 40 years, that Christmas has been so commercialized, and we're so consumed with either going in debt or how many gifts we can buy and stuff, and we just have a tendency to forget. Do we all know the Christmas story? Yeah, we've been told it so many times that it's just we've become numb to it. But I like songs that just remind me, because I forget all the time of what it's actually about. You know, I guess receiving a freely given gift that's eternal and not just temporal. You look at your kids. Look, we'll have it in the morning. They'll open up a box, and then 4 seconds later they'll slide it to the side and open up another box, and a week later they don't even remember what was in that box. But I like to be reminded of a gift that I'll never forget, and that's eternal. So I like songs that kind of remind me of that, because I'm so dumb. I forget and get so consumed.
That's one of those questions. That was a Joe answer. It took him 4 minutes to come up with that. He still didn't give me a song. If you noticed that,
Mary,
so I'm going to do the Hannity on him.
I tell you what, one of my all time favorite songs, I guess, is no one knows about it, no one's heard about it or anything, is "Precious Promise." You know, if you look up "Precious Promise,"
like Precious
Stephen
Paul.
Curtis Chapman, it's an old song, but the lyrics is just what reminds me of what it's really about.
Do you know the words to it?
Somewhat.
So could you
Let's
do a little bit?
continue. Look, I'm a guest. Let's continue on with the with the show.
The other one, I think that if you can't come up with the words to that, would be "Silent Night." I think you could probably hit a home run with "Silent Night."
Yeah.
My little boy loves "Mary, Did You Know?"
I love
Loves
"Mary, Did
that
You
song.
Know?"
I love it too. It's a pretty song.
Yeah.
Ours was always "Ethel, Did You Know?" And
Ethel.
Ethel, that was my grandmother's name.
it just didn't catch on. Hey, Ethel!
Yeah.
Hello, little girl. My little Christmas
we have another
bunny.
guest over here, Sophie.
Yeah, bless her heart. She come up for her head rub. She didn't get it this morning at 4:30. So I got thrown out in the cold, and there it was. Had to go to the bathroom all by myself today. But it is Christmas Eve weekend, and it's going to be a hot one for Santa. Let me pull up and just tell you what Santa is going to be forced to do tonight, because whether he likes it or not, it is here. Here's the forecast, what Santa's got today. It is 74 today. Now, Santa's going to face some heavy gusts tonight of about 20 to 25 mile an hour gust, with a low of only 62 as it hits his face as he travels around the Southland. Tomorrow, you'll wake up to sunshine and 77 with a low of only 60. Rain moving in toward the new year. Nothing horrible, but we will have some chances of showers as we move that way. So
Yeah, he'll have to kind of change his wardrobe.
yeah, he's going to wear his Hawaiian Magnum PI shirt.
I figured that he's probably going to have to wear his candy apple red leggings. I mean, hey, they make them so everybody should wear them, right?
That's true.
I would beg to differ.
Men in tights.
Men in tights, that's it.
Oh, that was a funny movie. But this is what's happening to the west of us. We look at this windy Christmas Eve. Now, these are sustained winds of 20 to 25. We'll just have gusts here of 20 to 25. But over here at Yazoo and back west Vicksburg, it's going to be windy, y'all. So be careful. Put that into your plans as you make your day out there.
Yes. I cannot believe. I was telling Kurt last night, I said, well, I guess we could get out in the yard and do some cornhole, or whatever, to be warm enough to do stuff like that, play some games or something.
It will be.
But
plenty of time for that. As we go over a few things that went on in the community, sad to say, a life was lost in Kemper County yesterday. Home fire broke out just a little bit after 8 o'clock yesterday morning. They were summoned to the volunteer fire department, which rushed to the scene. This would have been just northeast of where Kemper Lake is. Once they arrived, a body was recovered roughly, I think it was around 9:10 a.m. A body was brought out. It's going to be sent to Jackson for an autopsy, but it is believed to be the body of a 20-something-year-old lady who lost her life in a home fire. Our condolences to her family.
oh yes,
That's
awful.
horrible time of year for something like that to happen.
There's so many people hurting right now. There's a lot of people this is their first Christmas without loved ones, and we just, want to remember these people. And too, I was talking to one of my clients yesterday, who she's an older lady, and she was telling me about how she lost all of her brothers and sisters. She was the only one still alive, and you know, she said, I love Christmas. She said, but I can't explain it. It's just it's a sad time for me, but it's a happy time, but a sad time. And I said, well, I totally understand that. You know,
Yeah.
so many people go through that. It's just, you know,
It can
we
be
just want-
depressing, and
Yes,
there are a
but we-
lot of people that spend the holidays that way.
Yes. Just want to remember those people today, you know, who are hurting. I know our family's one of them. So, but,
Yeah, you know, you saying that, Miss Candace, it's a way to those people that are spending their first holiday without a loved one, and expected or unexpected.
right.
Trust me, you don't have to remind those people what's precious in life,
Yeah.
what's important in life. You know, and I know I say it all the time, but material things, those things pass away, and we try to bring a little bit of joy and a little bit of happiness, and there's nothing wrong with that. My goodness, I want to give my kids the world. But to those that are suffering this holiday, you don't have to let them know what's important to them in life right now. They know that, and so I think that's just a way that God uses circumstances to remind us about what is in life,
Right.
and it's life.
Yeah.
It is.
So many people missed the boat on that story there.
I mean, you want to celebrate, you know, that the year, you know, of Christmas, and I don't know, you want to celebrate the holiday, but at the same time, you know, it's just that kind of little empty feeling, you know, that you have, even though you are, you know they're in a better place, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But we just want to be thankful for the things that we do have, and try to remember
The
those,
Singing
you know.
Chris Reed T-shirt is what I'm thankful for. I was sitting here thinking of what I could be, and that's
Okay.
what it is.
Do you know that we are fixing to be in the year 2022?
I hear tell of
I
that.
cannot-
When I was a teenager, there were songs that were out just talking about the future.
1999.
1999 Prince. There were and then Back to the Future. What was the year where they went
80
back to the?
85. No,
Well, I'm talking about
55.
I'm talking about where they went to the future in that movie. It was several years ago.
Yeah,
I think.
we've passed it.
Goodness.
It's just crazy how
forgotten
time
about
flies.
that.
Yeah. Most
I remember
definitely.
the memes coming out on the day that it was supposed to, what it was supposed to look like.
I can't believe time it really flies by. Last night we were we went to the Lazy Acres Christmas tree farm
Yeah.
to see Santa, and they had the Grinch there, and he was out dancing to some music, and they were playing all kind of old music, some Christmas and some not, but Vanilla Ice. So, Ice Baby,
Oh,
come on.
oh.
And I told my husband, I said, that was back in my day of high school. And it was so weird because I could remember every word.
And didn't
Just like it was yesterday.
didn't he end up being like fake and not be able to sing, or something like that?
No, that was Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, Milli Vanilli. They
Oh.
lip synced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milli Vanilli,
But,
and
yeah.
made millions off of us.
Not me. I wouldn't know the song, honestly. I wouldn't know any of that. Y'all don't understand how it is to be me, because like prom, I didn't know any of that stuff they played. When I tell you I was country, when country wasn't cool, that was I. I did not fit in with the regular crowd. Anybody that graduated with me at Northeast High School will tell you that. I was often called farm boy and things like that. But I didn't know those things like y'all did.
Yeah.
Like y'all.
Well, you know Millie. I did.
Well, no, I just know the names. I know the genres and different genres and stuff like that. I picture you, Scotty, in school as far as the dress attire, the same exact way as you are now. And you know
There it
what?
is.
I respect you more because you didn't give in to peer pressure. How many teenagers want to pursue something in school but give in to peer pressure? Do you know that I always wanted to play an instrument like a saxophone or piano or guitar?
So did Bill Clinton. And he did. And you are now also on a television show like Break It Out. Free
And
yourself,
folks,
Chris.
we glad you joined us this morning, and we're going to have to cut it off short. my goodness, can put me in the same category as him.
But y'all do remember the saxophone moment, don't you?
Yes.
But
yeah, I think it was on a late night show.
It was, but for whatever reason, that worked for him, and then people voted for him after that, and that's all it took.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that so I could get voted. I mean, obviously, I got fired from politics, but I didn't do. I wanted to, but I never
Chris,
did because I gave in to peer pressure.
Chris, don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing. I'm telling you, Ryan, I appreciate you, man, and I will get you back.
I hope he drops by today with one of these T-shirts. They're going to be up. Y'all be waiting for your Chris Reed T-shirt.
Everybody's waiting for one. So
I'm telling you, they're popular, Chris, and they're not even on the mint yet.
look, we could give those away.
See? Let's see, some things that happened overnight. There was gunfire in Meridian. Now, I mentioned this earlier. No one was hurt on this by any means, but they were reported. I started getting my voice come back to me. Started getting text of, hey, gunfire in this area. One of the places that it was reported last night was 27th Street and 40th Avenue. Again, no one was hurt there. We also had some shots reported near Poplar Springs Drive last night on the outer end of that. No one was hurt there. And they hear it, people start sending out going, hey, this is going on, thought you ought to know. And it's good to have it marked. Also, always a record where this stuff goes down. And you remember back on that. It's good to know, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it is. And look, reality is I think wherever you're at, just always be around, aware of your surroundings, no matter where you are located. Hint, 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 hint.
Correct.
Always just be aware of your surroundings. Once again, I would rather be too prepared and too cautious and nothing happen than not cautious enough and let my guard down and something happen and it's too late before you change the way you walk around, drive around, locations you go. Aware of your surroundings. It's everywhere.
That's true.
Nowadays, there's no specific place or anything like that. There are specific places in Meridian, in areas where they're being controlled by certain factions or certain groups, criminal groups and stuff. Obviously, you wouldn't want to kind of go there, but it's spread out. It's just because those that they're going after, they're spread out. They're driving around different places and stuff, and so they're seeing an easy opportunity or an opportunity to try to do retaliation or try to take someone out, and they do it no matter where they're at. I mean, wasn't it just 3 weeks ago, Scotty, that you aired something about 10 to 15 shots or whatever right behind the police department?
Sure was.
Yeah, I remember that.
The guy pulled into the police station, was going down the street right behind it. His car is hit, and he pulled into the police station and said, hey, look what happened.
Right.
And that is so close to the police station. That means they really don't care.
Right. That's it.
Watch those folks. This moment brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn. If you'd like to be protected, go by and see our friends there. They can tell you more about your Second Amendment rights there.
That's right.
Always be prepared for that. Right now, let's head out to the largest in the area, and that's the Red Fireworks Barn. Far. Try to say it. Far.
Far up in there.
That's how he said it in the 11th grade, too.
See him. If you're looking for fireworks this weekend, especially tonight, drop in and see Charlie. Charlie's going to bend over backwards to give you this. A huge store, air-conditioned, cooled, anything that you're looking for. They've got big bangs, pops all throughout the store, and television sets, as you'll see here on the wall, scattered all around for you to watch this. Now, if you've got a question, Charlie will tell you more about the colors. When I was out there with him this week, he was talking about that. He goes, television only goes so far, and he goes, imagine it being 16 times better than that.
Yeah.
And that's
but at least you know what the things do.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't know what you're in for.
There you go. Artillery and more. If you want it, they've got it for you. Come by and shop. It's going to be a busy night. They'll be open there late tonight just for you. Drop in and visit with them. The home of the no dud guarantee. If something happens, you can bring it back. Probably not going to happen, though. See them. Charlie will get you straightened out and on your way. Lots to choose from. A store-wide store, the largest store around. See them. They're open now through January the 2nd. That's the Red Fireworks Barn.
No matter what hat you wear, if you're hurt on the job, you're gonna need me. I'm attorney Richard Schwartz. Under workers' comp law, you're entitled to certain benefits. But when you're released from the doctor, someone's got to be there to make sure you get a fair settlement. While you're healing, we'll be fighting for you. We've helped thousands of our injured clients get their medical bills paid and recover lost wages. And we're ready to help do the same for you today. One call, that's all.
And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace, bright and early on Christmas Eve. And I hope everybody's been good and you're going to get what Santa has just for you.
Yes.
So, Chris, what you getting this year? Do you got any clue what your wise hid?
What am I getting?
Yeah.
Look, I hadn't received anything in the past 8-9 years. I think once my family says once you get to a certain age that it's not about you anymore. So after about say 25 years old, I quit. I hadn't gotten anything, but I have something that's better than any gift, and that's a healthy family.
That really is.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I told you, look, that I am dumb and I am stubborn, that I have to constantly be reminded of what's important. And here's the deal. Look, with parents, mothers, and fathers, if there's anything we ever want where we just really say, I have to have it, we're going to get it no matter
Correct.
what time of year it is. So I just look at this as a time for the little ones and to remind them of what's important and precious and stuff. And also still, man, you know, making them, you know, happy and joyful and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with giving gifts and stuff like that. But if I want something, I tell them, I said, don't worry about me. If I want something during the year, I don't care if it's December, February, June, or August, I'm going to get it.
Hey, here's a headline for y'all this morning. The ACLU, and I think we've heard of them before, says no, no, no to the elf on the shelf. And I know you both were going, well, why would they want to get rid of elf on the shelf? And they say, well, it teaches people at an early age that it's all about surveillance. And so there you go.
Oh, my goodness.
I have heard it all now.
If they say it, it's got to be true.
You can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. That headline's out of America. Here's something that is rough this morning that I can't imagine. Say that you had to, whatever reason, go to California. Maybe you're in Utah right now, and you're trying to get back to Mississippi or Alabama to see your mama. And you walk up to the counter with your ticket or your scanned phone, and they go, no, you're not going.
Yeah.
Last-minute flights have been delayed everywhere or canceled due to the overwhelming number of Omicron cases that are breaking out. And how would you get home?
There are going to be a lot of people trying to rent cars, I would imagine, or take other means of transportation, a bus, you know.
But
I don't know.
already, if you've ever traveled, how hard it is to get a rental car.
Oh, yeah. And expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've already paid for a plane ticket, you know.
You're stuck.
So.
Unless a family member or you were to pay somebody to take you. I don't know if there's any chance.
So I wonder, do they refund that money for a plane ticket, or are you just out your money? I mean, I would think they would have to make good on it somehow. But
the one time
it's a lot
my
of money.
flight was delayed or canceled, they gave you a voucher for the next flight. Like I really wanted to do that.
Yeah. Reminds me of Home Alone, you know, when the woman's has to ride with the musical group, John Candy and all of them to get to where she was going.
Yeah, I don't want people to take this the wrong way, because this obviously this virus, has been devastating, and but this Omicron, I think I saw, and I think it was you, Scotty, that may have put it out, or no, it wasn't. You should, about the symptoms of that.
Tell me about that. What did you read?
I think they're mild, but the symptoms of the Omicron variant is runny nose, stuffy nose, sinus congestion, and I think there are two or three others, and it's just amazing that 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that was called a common cold.
Right.
All right, those were the exact same symptoms. I'm not taking away from it whatsoever. I think we need to be prepared and make sure we look, sanitization, washing your hands. Because look, if I see a little kid at a daycare center that's got a runny nose and stuff like that, I'm not going to go up there and kiss him on the nose.
Right.
So
Common
paying
sense.
attention to those things. But what I do disagree with is this: is being controlled by a government that they say they know what's best for you as an individual, and you as a private citizen. They know what's best, and they're going to control you. It just shows me that we are like a sheep I mean, a herd of sheep being moved around by a government that says they know best
And they
on
don't.
what you should do. And I completely disagree with that.
You know, there's so many different, like controversial things that they're saying about it. I mean, I don't understand their whole reasoning about some of the things. Like if you've been vaccinated and you've had your booster and you come in contact with COVID, or if you are, that you don't have to quarantine. You see what I'm saying? Like if you've had your vaccine, you don't have to quarantine. That's what I've heard. One of the things. I don't understand that. If you can still give it to somebody and you can still get it, what's the difference, I guess?
Yeah,
it makes no sense to me.
I just look at it from a different perspective. I just look at it as another tool to divide this country.
Well, I believe that too.
Well, it's
Just
a big
another
one.
tool to divide this country.
I'm not living in a bubble. I mean, I'm just not.
Yeah.
Life still has to go on, and I know it's a horrible thing, the virus is, but I mean, it's never, I mean, what are we going to do? Just stay home all the time? It's never going to end.
I mean,
I don't feel like until God,
Yeah.
ends this thing.
Have you heard it or have you seen it? You walk in a store and see someone with a mask on, you're going, oh my gosh, what an idiot. What is that person doing by themselves wearing a mask? How? And then someone says, oh my goodness, they're not wearing a mask. They just don't care about life.
Right.
You see how it is
Yeah.
dividing
division.
this country. It's just another tool. And I'll say it from the enemy. So you can, whether you believe it or not, doesn't change the fact that it's the truth. I'm standing on it. That's it, period.
Well, I think that if somebody wants to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Hey,
I know it
wear
works
it.
sometimes. If somebody comes in and they're hacking, well, first of all, I would love for if somebody's hacking and coughing, just reschedule. Because I don't want even a cold if I can get around, that. But I will wear a mask sometimes, and I'll ask my client to wear a mask if I think maybe there's a issue, but I'm not just going to be walking around with one. But if somebody wants to, that's fine.
I couldn't have been the Lone Ranger because I can't handle them.
I don't like it at all. But
Here's another headline with this. Of Joe claimed he was going to give us all the free 500 million tests that were going to be sent. He had a chance in October to order them, and he didn't. They can't get them now. He promised something that he has not ordered and cannot get. He's got egg on his face, and they're doing everything that they can to cover this up, even down, I don't know if y'all have seen this, the dancing nurses. Have y'all seen this?
No.
At the White House. Let me go ahead and show you the dancing
At the
nurses.
where?
At the White House. There they are. Jill invited them up. And this is to, take your attention from what's really going on. I kid you not.
Yeah, but what's going to happen? I mean, look, he promised us 500 million, whatever. All right, he's the same one and said that the enemy wouldn't take over territory whenever logistically it was a complete failure moving out of Afghanistan. And what did it cost us? It cost us 12 to 15 lives.
Yes.
All right? In the span of one day, one incident over there, our military personnel, what has happened to them? Absolutely nothing. Let's just brush it under the table and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, come on. Let's look. It's a festive time of the year. Let's get on something besides politics. It's making my head hurt.
Well, let's see. There's AOC. She's asking. Well, this goes back to you, and I don't know if you agree with her or
you're
not.
Continuing.
She says that she wants the rest of the police to be defunded so it can help pay for the homeless there in New York. Well, that's an intelligent plan, isn't it?
Hey, you see what is it? What's her name? And I don't like poking fun at people, but I just can't remember her name. But she looks like Beetlejuice. She's the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah,
Lightfoot. All right, she's not Beetlejuice, folks. I just said.
No kin to Gordon either, right?
No, Gordon Lightfoot. No,
right over your head.
Well, my name's Gordon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I thought you were comparing her.
Flash.
Yeah, just like you did Bill Clinton. Look, people laugh at my first name, Gordon, real quick, but I tell them that's my first name. I was too young. I didn't have a choice. But she named me after my uncle, but it's actually French pronunciated. It's American spelled, but it's French pronunciated. So it's not
really
Gordon, it's Gorgeon.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, mayor of Chicago, now she is wanting military assistance and help because things have gotten out of hand. She's the very one that says, I hate the police.
She does.
I'll defund it. We don't need them. And now when it has gotten so bad, she's saying, please, we need your help. What? Did people not see this coming? They talked about when it started the whole defund the police.
They did not.
That they knew, and they saw the crime just getting completely out of control. So they're just.
Oh, it sounds like a local city council.
Yeah,
I've heard that before.
Memories. It seems like yesterday.
It does.
July the 14th.
At what time?
9:02.
There you go.
goodness.
You never forget those days.
No,
Trust me
never
on that.
forget it.
Be thinking on this, Chris. I'm going to come back to this in a moment. The lady that was found guilty yesterday, the cop. I want to talk a little bit about that in a moment. That used her used her gun instead of her taser. I want to get on that subject in a minute. Be thinking on that as we turn to that. As we begin this morning, welcome. We want to say thank y'all for dropping by and spending a little time with us today. As we begin, don't forget our friend Chet. Chet has a lot going on for you there at Chet's Paint and Body in Center Hill because we're in the middle of deer season. And deer just love trucks and cars here in Mississippi and Alabama.
They do.
And if you've been had Rudolph come visit you, come on by and see Chet. He'll help you. This is a truck that's been fixed by this. Deer can run up and along the sides, jump on your windshield, your front grill, anywhere you can imagine. And they do not only deer damage. There's a lot of things like, well, maybe your spouse, your neighbor, or maybe somebody you didn't know kind of bumped into you.
That's right.
We see them all, even hit and runs. That's a common thing.
Lately it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 or 3 of them yesterday. You come back to your car in a parking lot, it's been damaged.
Ooh, I know why.